Hey NCHS, this is Jack Powell.
And I'm Zoe Jensen, here with Principal Egan for our first episode of Principal's Corner, a monthly talk show about what's been happening at NCHS.
Today's episode will be a quick overview and thoughts on the first semester. How are you doing today, Mr. Egan?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
So before we jump into first semester, what are your thoughts on NCHS? Like, how's it been going?
You know, honestly, it's been a wonderful transition for me. Coming from a different school, you never know what you're going to expect when you come into a new school, you know. So I spent a lot of time in the beginning of my start here trying to get into classrooms, just kind of checking things out, see what the teaching's like, sit with kids at lunch, kind of making myself visible in between classes, outside in the morning, things like that, just really trying to get a flavor for the school. It's honestly been a wonderful place. It's been a wonderful start.
So regarding first semester, it looks like you've been pushing for a lot of changes with social media, integrating that into the school environment with your weekly updates and using Twitter more. So what was your initiative to start doing this?
You know, I did a lot at my previous school with social media, and really the biggest reason to do it for me is celebrating the things that are happening at the school. I think it's a great avenue or a great venue for people to really see the ins and outs of a school without having the ability to be here. So students can really kind of take a look, and they may not be in the class, but they may see something that's going on in the class. It's wonderful for parents too, because they can go right onto the school's main webpage and see what's happening that day. That they may see that I'll be in and out of some classrooms, and they'll see pictures of what's happening. You know, again, it's wonderful for athletics too, because you can really celebrate sports and things like that too, because you can find out scores and kind of post them, and it keeps the really community engaged. And you know, as I said, has a real opportunity to celebrate all the events and things that are happening here.
Yeah.
So besides just using social media to bridge a connection between students and administration, how do you feel that school culture has changed?
You know, hard for me to say since I wasn't really here, but for me there were certain things I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I was visible. I wanted to make sure people saw me every day coming into the building. And again, today I was outside, it was raining, it was cold. But I just wanted to make sure that people see me on a daily basis. I wanted to make sure I interacted with students, so whether I'm in the cafeteria, I sit with students, chat with them at tables, or you know, I'll even walk around with the can, just kind of have an opportunity to really, you know, speak with everybody, engage in a different way. You know, I think it's important for me personally to be engaged and invested and visible on a daily basis. You know, and again, it's a wonderful school culture. I could sense that when I got here. How it's changed from what it was last year, I can't necessarily speak to that, except to say that, you know, I'm trying to put my imprint on the school.
So aside from these changes, how do you feel that academics here at NCHS have grown and developed since you arrived?
Well, certainly it's a wonderful school. I mean, the students do very, very well here. The teachers are outstanding, and they really prepare all of you guys for the future, and it's evident by the product that, you know, gets produced. You know, this has been a tremendous school, and one of the things that they've worked on for the last couple of years is opening up access for all students, and particularly like for AP classes or college level classes. And you guys were just received acclaim from the College Board for that this year, because you were named to the AP Honor Roll. I believe you were one of 10 schools in the state named for really promoting access to all students, meaning that you've had a certain percentage of students that have grown in your AP areas in all the courses, and been demonstrated you know, great growth in that area. Some of the other things we're doing for next year is really trying to engage students a little more in some interest-driven courses. So we're adding things like game design, we're adding things like robotics, like web design. And then we're also offering more access as well by offering some college-level courses. We're adding a couple of UConn courses to our program, and also adding another AP course as well.
So we also heard that you have some ideas for athletics here at NCHS. Is there anything you'd like to improve on?
You know, you guys have an outstanding athletic program. We have so many students that participate in a wide variety of whether it be athletics or clubs. That to me is the most exciting thing. And to be honest with you, we do very, very well, and I'm proud of that. And I would love to win the state title in every sport that we have and or everything that we do. However, I really want good people more than anything else. And that's, I think, what I've been most impressed with, is how outstanding our students are on a daily basis. They're kind to each other, they treat each other well. You know, in the hallways I actually see people helping each other at times. So I'm really just impressed with the overall quality of the people that we have here, and that's really a testament to not only each other but the community itself, because it's clear that they're raising quality people.
So we're really excited to see what changes you're going to make in your time here, but what are you most excited about?
You know, again, I think the biggest thing was coming in, getting to know everybody, and seeing the quality people that we have here. Some of the things that we're working on in the future, I'm working with the PFA to do like a beautification project, and you see some signs of that already. You've seen the landscaping out in the front. The front bed was cleaned up, and that's much prettier now. You also probably see the banners as you head into school, the New Canaan High School banners. But there's going to be some other things coming as well that the PFA has been working with me on, and I think you'll be excited to see that in the future.
Great.
So we actually asked NCHS students for their questions as well.
Oh, great. Get some surprise questions?
So, what did you learn from your last principal job that you've applied to this one?
You know, honestly, I think probably the biggest thing I've learned is that it really starts with the students. You know, you can have wonderful ideas and be as academically centered and focused as you want, but if students aren't happy and thriving and kind to each other, you're not really going to have a quality school. So the connections that exist between the adults and kids is really probably the most important thing. And that's even why when we came in this year, we changed advisory to connections. We probably tried to make it a little bit more meaningful, but just the name itself was important to me to make that change, because it's really about connections. It's not about advisory. It's about what are the lasting connections that are happening between adults and students, and really students and students.
What's your secret talent?
I think I do a decent job as a principal, but I'm not really sure what talents I have if I wasn't doing this. I love athletics. I love to play sports, although I now have a bum knee and I've stopped playing, basketball and things like that. I don't know if I have a secret talent. I'll work on it.
And is there anything else that you'd like to mention?
You know, honestly, I'm just thrilled to be here. I'm impressed with the students and the staff and how hard and everybody works and how kind they are to each other. And I look forward to the second semester, and I look forward to meeting you guys on a regular basis and having the show.
Great.
Well, Principal Egan, we look forward to future updates with the school. Thank you for joining us here on Principal's Corner. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks. Look forward to seeing you guys too.